Hi folks, my name is Tom. You're watching Rant District. This video is a response to a thread started by Vinyl Richie called Show Us Your Dicks. Not talking about the album cover of X blank X or the kind of dicks you would see in the iconic poster that came with the dead Kennedy's Frankenchrist that spurred the lawsuit way back when. But musicians who are dicks. I'm going to show 5 records besides the ones that I just showed. And there's going to be 2 categories. There's going to be little dicks and then there's going to be big dicks. Starting off with the little dicks, we're going to go with Billy Bob Thornton of the Boxmasters. Great country band in my opinion. He's a little bit of a dick because he's a St. Louis Cardinals fan, and we all know the Mets are the one true baseball team. So he's kind of a dick. We've got Marky Smith, rest in peace anyway, from The Fall. He was known for being very caustic, very abrasive in interviews, in his personal life. He didn't tolerate fools, as it were. Very, very abrasive person, but I think he made a lot of really great music because of it, and when the music wasn't great, it was still interesting, to me anyway. So Marky Smith, kind of a dick. You got Elvis Costello. This is Armed Forces by Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Elvis Costello, to me, he's kind of a dick. He cheated on his first wife with Todd Rundgren's girlfriend, and then when he came around to produce Pogue's album, forgot which one it was, might have been Rum Sodomy and the Lash. Anyway, Elvis Costello was producing that album, and after that Elvis Costello ended up marrying, did he marry her? He married Kate O'Rourke, the bassist for the Pogues' first 2 albums. And according to Shane MacGowan, lead singer of the Pogues, he made Kate O'Rourke leave the band. So Elvis Costello, kind of a dick. Those are the smaller dicks. I'm gonna show 2 major dicks. First, I'm gonna go with Chrissie Hynde of the Pretenders, because women can be dicks too. In an interview a couple years ago, she came out and she made some statement about women who dress a certain way. If they dress provocatively, if they get raped, it's their fault. Something along the lines of what women wear. If they would dress more modestly, they'd be less likely to be raped. Which is just kind of I'm not the sharpest crayon in a box, but that's just an ignorant thing to say. There's no study that will show a correlation between what somebody was wearing and whether they were sexually assaulted. So Chrissie Hynde, major dick. And the biggest dick that I have in my collection, off the top of my head, because I'm just throwing this together pretty quickly, is Johnny Resnick, aka Johnny Goo from the Goo Dolls. This is their first album, Jed. Back when they were a punk band, punk/garage band, before they turned into a soft band. There's Johnny, right there. Besides kicking out the original drummer, because the original drummer wanted to keep the band's sound hard. That was a dick move. But the biggest thing is back in Buffalo, and I don't know that this name will resonate to too many people outside of Buffalo, but Mark Freeland, rest in peace, was a music icon there back in the day in the 80s and the 90s. Also a artist, like a painter artist. But Mark Freeland, had a band called Electroman. He's with the Femmes. He was doing some other work, but Freeland was a character, and he did everything with gusto. And he didn't have the kind of fame that the Goo Goo Dolls had eventually. So the story goes that Mark Freeland was on hard times, falling on hard times, and but the local art gallery in Portland. Let me backtrack a bit. A bunch of his paintings, the Albright Knox Art Gallery, I think, kind of packaged up 4 of Mark Freeland's paintings to be sent to Johnny in L.A. when Johnny was living out there. And because Johnny said, hey, send me some paintings, and I'll pay for them, and I'll get them sold. And so I guess the art gallery boxed up and sent, I think, 3 or 4 paintings out to Johnny Resnick, and there was an invoice in there, and Freeland really could have used the money, and apparently Johnny claimed he never got the invoice or never got the paintings, and for somebody, I think that because I think Mark Freeland is one of those guys that Johnny looked up to. Mark Freeland was a guy that a lot of Buffalo musicians looked up to, and just to say, hey, send me your paintings, and I'll pay for them, and get them in the hand of other collectors, because once art, if somebody has a piece of art, somebody famous has a piece of art by a particular artist, that artist is likely to sell more paintings. It's just kind of how it goes. But he was, in my opinion, Johnny was just a real dick to a really, really, a good person to me anyway, in Mark Freeland. So I would say Johnny Resnick, biggest dick in my collection. Anyway, there you goes. There you go. Those are my dicks. Thanks for watching.